So welcome back. I've had a little time to work on, and type on, if you will, this keyboard. This is the Rosewill RKM 600, if you're not aware. It's sort of a budget keyboard and mouse setup from Newegg, and Rosewill is sort of Newegg's OEM brand. I mean, I don't really know that they sell them anywhere else, so you can pretty much consider them Newegg's OEM brand. So basically, I unboxed this earlier and I told you guys that, it's a basic keyboard. This was going to get dirty because it's piano black and it's the wrist rest, and this keyboard's basically just, a cheap keyboard. And it turns out, yes, it is. I typed on it for a while. I've used it for a few weeks now, and it's been okay, right? It's a basic keyboard. There's nothing fancy about it. There's no fancy features about it. If I'm going to give it a quick review, I'm going to say probably I'm going to give it 3 stars out of 5. And most of that's due to the fact that it's cheap, it's a keyboard, and it works, right? It doesn't have any fancy features. The only thing that you can call fancy is the DPI changing button on the mouse itself. As far as the keyboard goes, it actually stays really planted if you have it down. If you put the little feet up on the back, the feet do not have any rubber on the bottom of them, so it tends to make it a little bit more slidey than if the feet were down. So if you get this keyboard, kind of know that if you use the feet that lean it up a bit, it's probably going to slide around. That being said, I pretty much type on a flat keyboard similar to how it's set up now, so this isn't too much of a problem. It does move a little bit if you really push on it, but it's not too bad. But basically it's a keyboard. It has no volume or media controls at all, and that's basically it. The little lights up here for caps lock, num lock, all of that, they're not very bright, they're not very annoying, so that's good. And it basically just does keyboard things. I don't really have a good handle on how these keys are going to wear, but if it's anything like previous Rosewill products, you'll get a couple years out of them before they really start wearing down, even if you type a lot. So that's pretty much that for the keyboard. The mouse is a mouse. It's comfortable for mousing and doing the mouse things. The buttons are easy. They click well. There's nothing wrong with that. The DPI changer goes from, I think, what I would consider intolerably slow to adequate, right? So probably high DPI for anybody who really likes high mouse sensitivity. The low DPI setting is kind of useless. I think it's like 800, and it's not very fast. And the mouse is just hard plastic. There's no grippies, so yeah, do with that what you will. The entire setup is really light, so that's nice, I suppose. The mouse is way too light for me. It's probably like 20-30 grams. It's just like a hollow box. So I'm not really digging that. I do like that the cord for the keyboard is actually offset to the side a bit, which helps with some cable management. I'd enjoy that. That way, when you have your mouse on the appropriate side. No need to offend the left-handed mousers out there, but that's where you put it. Okay. But when you have them both on the same side, you can kind of gather the cables a bit better, right? So that's kind of nice. So they were thinking about that. Otherwise, it's basically just a standard set, like I said. So nothing too exciting to report here, but I figured I'd make a quick video and talk about where it's at, what it's doing. I unboxed it and said I'd review it, so here it is. I don't have a lot to talk about on it. That's about it. There's not a whole lot else to say about it. The cables are cables. They're nothing fancy, but they're not terrible. Like, the thing is that it's not cheap in the sense that it's built cheaply or the quality is bad. So I think you'd get a lot of use out of this if you're just looking for a keyboard to knock around. And I think, Newegg had this set for like $15-20 not too long ago, so that's an excellent deal for a keyboard and mouse that's built relatively well. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful for any of you considering this product, and I'd like to thank Newegg for sending this to me, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. We'll see you all again next time.